Tonight I have my egg noodles and biscuits, and I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Twitter, and I'm going to answer them while I eat. So, let's get started. It's still really hot. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of it. Okay. So, first question, will you adopt me? Of course. Send me the papers and I'll sign them. Second question, is it sad for you too, knowing we are separated by so many miles? Yes, I love you so much. And I really, really, really wish that I lived closer because I really want to come to your wedding, and I'm so sad that I can't. And yeah, I love you. I'm sad too. My cat is crying because I shut my bedroom door and there's nobody else out there with her. So I'll be right back. Hi. Do you think I left you all alone? Okay. I'm back. Miko? No. No. I swear, trying to film with 4 animals in my room is near impossible. Oh my goodness. This is gonna take forever. One of the drawbacks to having 4 pets is that there's dog hair on everything, and I'm constantly picking dog hairs out of my food. Those of you who have pets can relate. Those of you who don't have pets probably think that's really gross. But, you know, what can you do? It gets everywhere. There's not really a way to prevent it. Favorite outgoing activity? I'm assuming you mean like an activity where I'm out in public, maybe? I don't know exactly what you mean. I guess going to concerts, because even though I'm a very big introvert and normally crowds give me a lot of anxiety, but there's something about gathering with a large group of people who have the same love for a band that you do. And then, like, when you're standing there and you're belting out the lyrics and everyone's singing and dancing, I don't know, it's just really cool and fun, and I love that. Even though normally being that close to that many people would be a huge no from me. This whole video is a mess. Best childhood Christmas or New Year's memories. So, when I was younger, I'll go through everything that we would do. So, when we would set up the tree, we would have Christmas music playing or a Christmas movie on in the background, and we'd all get together and drink hot chocolate and set up the tree and decorate it and put up all the Christmas decorations and everything. And then we would usually watch a Christmas movie after. And then on Christmas Eve, we would watch Christmas movies, and then we would go to our candlelit Christmas Eve service at our church. The Christmas Eve service, oh my gosh. Do you guys mind? Are you done? So, then we would come back from the Christmas Eve service and open presents, because my whole family is a bunch of night owls and we like to sleep in on Christmas morning. So usually on Christmas when we wake up, we just spend the day relaxing and watching Christmas movies again. Some of my favorite Christmas movies are White Christmas, The Polar Express. I don't know what it is about The Polar Express, but it gets me in the best mood whenever I watch it. It's just like magical. I also love the Home Alone movies. I love, obviously, the classic Rudolph. Yeah, let me know some of your guys' favorite Christmas movies in the comments. So the next two questions are about my tattoos. The first one is, how painful was it to get your ribcage tattoo? Scale of 1 to 10. For those of you who don't know, I recently got a new tattoo over here on my ribs, obviously, like she said. And I talked about what that means 2 videos ago if you want to go and watch that. But for the pain, I would say... So the way that he did it is it only took like 10 minutes total to do because it's just an outline, but he would do like a tiny little line and then he would stop and wipe. And then a tiny little line and he would stop and wipe. And that made it a lot more tolerable because it wasn't constant pain and I had time to like breathe as he was wiping. Because you're supposed to breathe through the tattoo, but there were some points where I was holding my breath because it hurt so bad during those little lines. I'm probably gonna cut that part out because it is not making sense. Anyways. Although I will say it hurt less than I was expecting because it is supposed to be one of the most painful places to get a tattoo. So I was expecting to cry and ask him to stop and need a couple breaks, but he went through it in like 10 minutes and it was fine. And like I said, with the little breaks in between, it made it a lot more tolerable. I think if it was like constant, then I definitely would have had to ask him to stop for a second because it gets very, very tender because it's so close to the bone and my skin is really thin right there. So yeah, it was definitely painful. And afterwards it kind of felt like a bruise. Like, it didn't burn necessarily like my other tattoos did afterwards. Like the day of and the day after. It felt more like somebody had... This sounds really stupid, but it felt kind of like someone punched me in the ribs and just that constant pain there. Yeah, it was kind of a weird feeling because, like I said, it was my first one on my ribs, so... but it only hurt for like a day or two after getting it, and then it was fine, and now it's almost healed, I guess I would say. It's done itching, and now it's just kind of slowly peeling away. For those of you who don't know, tattoos peel when they heal. That rhymed. Yeah, I'm getting like off on a... Why do I do this with my hands? I need to stop. Anyways, the next and last question is advice for first tattoos. So, I was 16, I think, when I got my first tattoo. Well, hello. Have you decided to stop being a little brat? Or are you just coming for my food? You're not getting any either. So, like I was saying, I was like 16, I think almost 17 maybe, when I got my first tattoo. And I was super, super nervous. I had butterflies in my stomach, my palms were sweaty, I was almost shaking because I was so nervous. And I think the one piece of advice that I could give you, like if you're going to take away anything, is that it is not as bad as you think it's going to be. It is 100% tolerable. If it wasn't, then so many people would not have tattoos. It's definitely gonna hurt, But like I said, it's not gonna be as bad as you think it is. The way that I look at it and the way that I get through the pain sometimes is it's temporary pain, but the piece of art is going to be on you for forever. So in my opinion, it's definitely worth it and tolerable. And if you just take deep breaths and breathe through it, then it helps. I know I said that I held my breath a few times during my rib tattoo, but that was because it was a very, very sensitive spot. For most of my tattoos, I have no problem breathing through it and like just relaxing. I've not cried yet during any of my tattoos. I'm pretty proud of myself. But I do also have a high pain tolerance, so it really depends on the person. I can't really give you an accurate estimate as to how it's going to feel for you. People are always saying tattoos have to have meaning and like you're gonna regret that tattoo one day and you're gonna look stupid when you're older and you have all these tattoos that you got when you were younger that you don't like anymore. And I'm just like, honestly, even if I change my mind about certain tattoos, they meant something to me at that point in time that I got it. And maybe they didn't even. Like, honestly, I would get a tattoo of like a Cheeto if I liked Cheetos. That's a bad example because I don't like Cheetos, but the point is, it's your body, you can get whatever you want on it, and you shouldn't let people discourage you from getting a tattoo just because they think you might regret it one day. Miko? I have my dresser drawer out to hold my iPad up, and Miko likes to get in the drawers, so she thinks it's open for her. Which is why I keep yelling at her to get down, because she keeps trying to get in the drawer, which would knock my iPad off. Anyways, the tattoo advice was probably really, like, all over the place, but like I said, if you take anything away, I promise you it's not as bad as you think it's gonna be. So, those are all the questions. Let me know if you like me answering questions, because I love answering questions. I'm always asking people who follow me on Tumblr to send me questions, because I don't know why, it's just so fun. So I will do this again if enough people ask questions. So make sure to follow me on Twitter if you want to be involved in the next one, because most likely that's where I'll get my questions. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, sorry for the lack of daily videos. I know that I said that I was going to do vlogmas, and I still want to put up as many videos as I can. I mentioned in my last video that I haven't been feeling that great recently because of my hormones acting up, and I've been sleeping a lot, and I feel like it wouldn't be fun to sit and watch me either complain or be like totally uninterested in whatever I'm talking about, because people notice when you're not excited about it. Don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go because I have a lot of actually vlogmas videos to watch. And I'm gonna finish eating my food and then probably go to bed soon because I have to be up early tomorrow morning. And I'm not looking forward to it. Getting up early in the winter time when it's still pitch black and freezing outside is so depressing, and I just want to lay in bed. And I end up sitting up, you know those memes or whatever where there's just the dog's face sticking out of the blanket and they look like they're super tired and out of it? That's me in the mornings. I am not a morning person at all. And it's so cold. It's so cold outside. I'm in a sweatshirt and a long sleeve shirt and, excuse me, leggings and sweatpants and under a blanket. And I'm still cold. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it might have been rambly. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.